Hello everyone. Welcome. I hope you're having a great day. It is snowing. Like right now. And it is coming down pretty good. Get that out of the way. Whoops.
Hello, everyone.
Whoops. Yeah, you don't want to hear that. All right. When you come in, make sure you say hello. I'd love to say hi. And if you're watching this on replay, comment #replay. I always love to say hi to everybody. Got a couple of things here. Hey, Carrie. Move some stuff out of the way. So I first want to show you guys the Club Couture transfer this month. I just got my package and you get a beautiful catalog with all our amazing goodness in it. And then you get 3 chalk pastes. And this month, excuse me, it is Currant Jam, Black Velvet, and Shimmer Gold. Those are beautiful colors, and it's a really creamy chalk paste. It's awesome. So that is what you get in your monthly subscription. And then this is the transfer. I've already done a couple of projects using this one, but this is our current month's transfer. So if you sign up before the end of the month, you'll get this transfer, the chalk paste, and the catalog. And then I've got a special going on in the VIP group. So if you're not a member, comment VIP if you want me to get you the link for that. It's pretty awesome. Like, it's going to be a big giveaway. Hey, Marie. I know, it's so exciting, Carrie. And today we are going to make a fairy light. Oh, did you get yours today? So you got the catalog? Woohoo! That's awesome, Marie. I have probably every page, there's a post-it note on it because I want it all. So this is a fairy jar that I did a while ago. And inside it, as long as it's not burnt out, it's very, very faint, there is a tea light. It doesn't show up very good during the daylight, but at night it's absolutely beautiful. Has this nice glow. Got some twine around there. We're going to do it a little bit different, and we're going to use a big jar. And inside it, I'm going to put 2 tea lights. So the first thing that I want to do is get out my... Now normally I would use tissue paper for this, but the only tissue paper that I have is teal. So we're going to try something different today. I am going to use crepe paper. And you can use this for flowers. I'm actually going to, because it's quite thick, I'm actually going to give it a stretch. Loosen some of that tension that's in it. And just pull it. Just to stretch it out a bit. We're also going to need Mod Podge. And I'm hoping that this works out the same way that the tissue paper does, even though this is a little bit thicker. With the tissue paper, I usually do 2 or 3 coats. With this one, I think I'll probably only need 1. So we're just going to stretch it out. Get it a little bit thinner. And Now I'm going to take my jar and I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is add my fairies. Now these I cut out on my Silhouette machine. So we're just going to use that. And I'm going to place this fairy right here. And we're going to put the paper over top and Mod Podge it. Hey, Serena. So I'm going to press it down. Just make sure it's on there. And then I'm going to remove the transfer tape. Hopefully. It's always a good idea to clean the glass first when you're putting something on it, which I didn't do. Normally I would use rubbing alcohol and get it nice and clean, but this is coming off pretty good. Okay, I'm going to throw that away. So we've got this one on this side, and then I'm going to put a smaller one on the back side, this one. Peel that off the paper and place that right there. Peel the transfer tape up. So now I have the images on the front and on the back. Now I'm going to put Mod Podge on here. And the Mod Podge is going to act as my glue. Give it a shake. I know, isn't it gorgeous, Marie? Hey, Joey. It is gorgeous. Oh, it's been a while since I opened up that jar. I'm going to pour some of the Mod Podge into my color tray. Whoa. Okay. I did not mean to pour that much in. Whatever. We're going to work with it. Hey, Lysandra. We are going to work with it. So I'm going to put it all over the glass here. All over there. And we're going to have to do two sides. So we'll do this side first. Make sure you get a nice coat on here. But you want to make sure that you don't have any big lumps of the Mod Podge. I used to say Mod Podge. I don't know why. I guess I heard somebody else say Mod Podge at some point in my life. And that's what I always called it. Until I read the label one day and I realized that it was just Mod. Okay, so I'm going to place this down. Now, if this doesn't work, we might have to use tissue paper because this seems to be really thick. But it's always good to try new stuff, right? Because if you don't try, you'll never know. I am doing a fairy light, Lysandra, a big one. But I'm using crepe paper today, and I don't know how well this is going to work out. We're going to try it. We might have to just go with some teal tissue paper. I'm just going to... I think it'll be okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. But when the light comes on, it might be okay. So let's just continue. I love trying new things. I really do. Because how else are you going to know if something's going to work out? Right? I know you love fairy lights. This might be for somebody special. You just never know. It's going to have 2 lights in it instead of just the one. Okay. This is quite a large piece. I might have to cut it back. And let's not use the good scissors for that. Hey, Pam. So I am going to just trim it back. Like I said, if you've got tissue paper, this works way better. We're just going to trim it. And then we can layer it back on after we get this part adhered. Hey, Cassie. I don't know, Lysandra. I don't know. I'm not telling any secrets. I am not spilling the beans. You don't normally watch my lives. You're so funny. Okay. So this looks like it's going to work out just fine. You want to make sure that you get it attached really well to the glass. So just keep putting the Mod Podge on. It has, Cassie. It's really grown out. I'm still not sure. I was looking at pictures the other day of my hair like super, super short and blonde and purple. And I actually was missing it a little bit. But hubby does not like my hair short. Not that I ever do anything that anybody else likes, because, you know, I'm my own person. But I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to see how it goes. Oh, the sanding truck just went by again. Okay, sometimes you have to get in with your finger if you've got some grooves there. And just press it down. This is a messy project, I'm going to warn you now. But it's oh so cute. All right, so we got one side done. And I think it's going to be okay once the lights get in there, because there's going to be 2 lights instead of 1. So I'm just going to put that down there. I'm going to clean off my hands. And then I'm going to grab another piece and stretch it again. Now, if you're using tissue paper, you won't have to stretch. But I want to get some of the stiffness out of this crepe paper. So I'm just giving it a really good stretch. Hey, Donna. Yes, I have seen the frost paint. I just haven't tried it yet. But that would be really cool on here. Put the decals on first and then add the frost paint. That would be very cool. Oh, I bet it's pretty. I bet. Now, what I could have done too is glass etching. That's another really good technique, but I would have ended up using a lot of the armor etch on here because I would do it and then have the decal there and then pull the decal off after it's frosted. But that is, I might have to try that on a smaller jar. That would be super cute. I'm going to see if I can find another jar and we'll try that. I think I've got a small vase I could try that on. All right, so we're going to press this down. And I'm going to cut the excess off. You can always overlap on the sides if you end up cutting too much off. I think when I did the jar, I did 3 layers of the tissue paper, which is just perfect. You could always do this with napkins too. If you take like a 2-ply napkin and you pull it apart. I did that for the Easter eggs last year. Might have to do that again. So you put your Mod Podge on the glass and then you put it on again over top of your paper. And if you get wrinkles in it, that's fine. Just going to keep going here. Now this is going to take a little while to dry. Probably overnight because I'm putting a lot of the glue on. But it's going to be beautiful. I might need some more Mod Podge. So you can kind of see it coming together. You want to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles in it. So use your finger, press it all down. And this will dry hard onto the glass. Press those wrinkles. All right, now we need to cut some pieces for the sides. So I'm just going to clean off. And if you've got some glitter, some iridescent glitter, that looks really good on here. I'm going to grab some more. And I think I'm going to grab some glitter. Where did I put it? I know I've got glitter here. I've got glitter. We're gonna do, what color glitter, Lysandra? Oh no, Donna. Oh, Texas, yeah. You guys are having some crazy weather. Absolutely crazy. Hey, Jennifer and Carissa. Hey, Anita. Lysandra, are you still here? If not, I'm making the choice here. Maybe the iridescent. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think I'm going to put a craft mat down because once you start with the glitter, it's going to get messy. I'm just saying. It is going to get messy. Just put it on here. And the craft mat, it's a Teflon mat. Pinkish whitish. Okay. Okay, I've got this one. It's more of a coral color. And I've got this purple. And then I've got this iridescent white. So I will let you pick while I work on the sides. So I'm just going to grab a piece, cut that down, stretch it. So again, this is crepe paper, not tissue paper that I'm using today. But it seems to be working okay. It just means that I have to put less layers on. You like all three? Okay, well then why don't I mix all three together and do that? We can sprinkle it on. That works for me. All right, so I just cut a piece and put it on the side, and it's okay if, I mean, I could have torn pieces and put them on. It doesn't have to be perfect. You probably won't even see where it is once everything is dried and glued. So we'll just get that on there and it'll look just perfect. It will be perfect. So the person that I keep asking what she wants is my daughter. She's turning 40 next month. And I was going to make this for her birthday. She never watches my lives. Well, she does, but not on a regular basis. And of course, today she decides she's going to watch. So funny. This is going to be so cute. All right, so I got that side done. Now we just need to do the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Just grab some more crepe paper, give it a stretch. I'm going to add a little bit more Mod Podge because this is starting to dry. And I like using sponge brushes for this. Because of the glue, it's hard to get out, and I can just throw it away. So I like that. Get that on there. And we're going to put some twine around the lid. Just that it really works together. Just going to tie it all in. Put a couple of flowers on here. And I've got some pink flowers that are going to go good. I think we're covered. Okay, so now just make sure you get it all connected. It's going to dry really hard, so you don't have to worry about it coming off. One spot here I need to add some more to. Okay, get in there with your fingers. And now we can add the glitter while this is still wet. I think that's good. Get the excess glue off your fingers. And now I'm going to mix up these three. Doesn't take very much glitter at all. This is going to be a really pretty color. All right. So just give this a swirl. And now I'm just going to pour it on the outside of where the image is underneath. Just want a little bit. If you had a shaker for this, this would be really good. So you put it on, and then you want to blow the excess off. This side was a little bit more dry, so it's sticking more than the other side. I'm actually going to use a brush. Get that excess off. Because you just want it to highlight your fairies. You don't want to just see the glitter. So just brush any excess off. All right. So we've got that. I'm going to clean my hands again and my work surface. Otherwise, you're going to have glitter everywhere. So make sure you clean it up. And now I'm going to grab my twine. And the lid. Actually, on the lid, I'm going to put a little piece of this on here. Just going to cut it to size. Because I don't want that clear lid that's on here. There we go. Stretch that out a bit. And add some Mod Podge. And you could use a glue gun to put the twine on, or you can use the Mod Podge too, if you don't have access to a glue gun. Just place that down and add a little bit more, just to make sure I get good coverage. And then the excess hanging over the edge, you can trim that back. So it's a nice clean lid. There we go. Just going to cut the edge. Do you guys have any questions as we're going along here? All right, so now we're going to get our twine. And I am going to glue this. That's really what this is glue. Again, you're going to get your fingers dirty. This would be a fun project too with the kids. If you had your cutouts done and then got them to help, that'd be fun. So I'm just wrapping this all on the outside of this lid. And then we'll put a little bit of Mod Podge on top of this to really make sure that it's secured to the lid. And there goes my twine all over the floor. So just keep wrapping. And then as you're going, if you're finding that you've got too much of a gap, just pull it together. All the way around. And continue going around until you get to the top. And then we're going to put another layer of the Mod Podge on. I think one more turn should do it. This is going to be so cute. Oops. So that last piece is tricky. Make sure everything is covered. You don't want to see any of the silver through here. Okay, now we're going to cut that off. And put some more Mod Podge on. Just to glue it all together. Now, it looks white right now, but it will dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. It will be just fine. And the jar is getting pretty close to being dry. Whoops. Go in the right direction. Add a little bit more right to that spot. Okay, so now we're going to let this dry. I need another Lysol wipe. If you find that you've got some spots where the glue has lifted a bit, just press it down and you'll be able to feel whether you need to add any more glue to it. I think I might need a little bit more here. I think that's good now. So I don't know if you guys can you see the fairy light through, or the fairy through there? Once the light gets in there, it's just going to brighten it up, and that's what you'll be able to see. And then the sparkling around it. It's really hard to see on the camera. All right, so now I've got these little pink paper flowers. And I'm just gonna layer them. And I think this is gonna be the front. So that's where I'm gonna put the flowers. And I will put them right there. And just layer them on. I don't want to do a lot, just a little bit of an accent there. So that is that. Hello.
Well,
I'm live. Okay, let's see if I put these in, if you guys will be able to see. And these are just little battery operated tea lights. Lysandra says hi.
Hi.
I don't know if it's dark enough to actually see what they're gonna look, what it's gonna look like. But I think maybe what I'll do is I'll put 3 of the tea lights in, just to give it a little bit more pop. Can you see it from over there?
The tea lights?
Yeah. Oh, maybe, yeah. Do you want to turn the other light off? There we go. Can you guys see it? So pretty. So pretty. Isn't that cute? And then once this dries, I can put this back up on top. And it's going to be a cute little lantern. Thank you. Yes, it'll be so good in the dark, Lysandra. So good in the dark. So there we go, you guys. That was our quick sort of little project. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Marie and Carrie and Anita. Thank you. All right, so I will be back tomorrow at 12:30. Yes, Marie. You guys can get together and do them. Super, super fun. I love making the fairy lights. I wish I had some more of these jars. This is the ones that I originally did. And some tissue paper, but it worked out just fine with the crepe paper. I just didn't need as many layers with it. Just one layer. So there's a couple of ideas for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow. Be safe. Bye for now.